What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Doge's price just did something absolutely spectacular, something I've not seen in a while, and I just couldn't help but share it with you tonight. And so with that said, we're going to be taking a look at that, what I'm expecting next, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. Now guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade some Doge on up to 25x leverage, you can use that MargeX link down below. Guys, I hold tens of thousands of dollars on this exchange because this is where I do the vast majority of my trading. You don't need a KYC in order to trade, meaning you don't have to hand over your private and personal information. You can literally just sign up and start trading, and they're going to give you up to $10,000 in bonuses and rewards. So make sure you check out that link down below. It's a special affiliate link in the description down there for you. Now, looking at Doge itself, let's talk about what's been happening, because man, did it just make a spectacular move. Now, we all know why it's pumping, of course, with Donald Trump winning and Elon promoting it and the Department of Government Energy, etc., etc. You know all that stuff. But as a result of that, this bad boy has been pumping. Now, people are just looking at it like this, right? They're just looking at it like this. They take a blank chart and they just look at the price and they say, oh, price go up, that's good. But people don't recognize what Doge actually just did, okay? Now, in the world of crypto, there are things called Fibonacci's, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you know what these are. These are retracement zones that really dictate where your price is most likely going to go. And what you can do is you can gauge not only when your price is probably going to bounce back towards the upside, but also once you do surpass a previous high, they kind of give you a guess as to where Doge's price, for example, is going to go. And so what you can do, for example, on a move like this, whenever we started to see this pullback that we saw this year, is you can actually take your Fibonacci and draw it from that high all the way down to that low. And what you're going to see is some important levels here laid out, which are the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone, which is the most important retracement zone on a crypto's chart. You're also going to see something above this high, some levels up here, a 1.272 Fibonacci extension zone, which is a predictive tool that tells you where the Fibonacci say the price should go, and then a 1.618 extension zone, so another extension range in which we could go to. And so what you can see is that as Doge's price made this move from swing high to swing low, we started to do some interesting things. Doge's price came all the way back up. It put in this little leaning shoulder right here, right? This little leaning inverse head and shoulders. Some people also called this a backwards cup and handle. Some people even called this a little wonky inverse head and shoulders. I didn't really see that, but people were calling all the bullish structures here. All I saw was a bullish breakout. That's all I cared about. But what happened was that Doge's price came up to the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone. You remember I told you this is the most important point of resistance. It then got rejected off of it, came back down, found some support on top of it, wick below, and then used that as rocket fuel to continue upwards. And you remember how I told you that when you surpass a previous high, the Fibonacci's can tell you where crypto's probably gonna go? Look what happened here. Doge's price came all the way up and on the money, guys, on the money. Hit the breakout target, the 1.618 Fibonacci extension, at about 44 cents. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal is because this is not a common occurrence. It's not normal for you to have a macro high and a macro low, your Fibonacci extension zones on a macro sense, getting hit like that. It's usually very difficult, it's usually very hard, and it's usually going to take a lot of effort and momentum from the bulls. But throughout history, when a crypto is capable of smashing through extension levels like this, although it is common that you will see pullbacks, right? It is common that you will see maybe a little something like this, a little bit of pullback or something like that. Oftentimes, this is only just the very beginning. Oftentimes, even if you do see the price do something like this, you're usually able to catapult even further through that thing and go even past your Fibonacci extensions or your major Fibonacci extensions. Sometimes I've even seen throughout history these things hitting the 2.618 Fib extension level or the 3.618. Look, I can get these pulled up for you. Look, let's go 3.272 and 2.272. There are times where I've seen these hit, which for Doge means that it's hitting 87 cents or $2.50. And although you might not believe it, I've seen it several times over and over and over again. And so whenever I see a move like this, where we have a macro high to a macro low, I don't ignore it, because I've seen throughout history that when you smash through these extension zones, you can just go further and further and further. And so where I am with Doge right now is that if all this momentum continues, and if we do continue to see Elon Musk involved with the presidency and the Department of Government Energy continuously doing things out there, and him, of course, making these memes, maybe Tesla starts involving Doge or whatever, I think that we could see Doge hit that $2.50 mark. I think this thing pushing up towards here isn't impossible, especially under the right circumstances. Now, it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be fast, and it's not going to be quick. It's going to be a battle. We might pull back for the next couple weeks, then pump all the way back up and pull back and then double top and come back down and then pump. That's very possible, but I do think that we may end up making that move. And the fact that Doge just accomplished something so freaking hard to do tells me that I'm on the right track. And so with that in mind, I will continue to update you as this does play out, but no one recognizes just how bullish this is, and I had to share it with you. Now guys, I will let you know, I do have a Patreon that is down below, and if you do enjoy this content, you can join it for as little as $1 a month. For $1 a month, you can just become a community member, talk to me, ask me questions, I'll give you as much info as I possibly can. And for $5 a month, you can get extra thoughts, insights, and content from me. You can get daily fundamental analysis reports, daily technical analysis reports, and I'm posting some crash courses on technical analysis and much more for those of you who want to learn some extra stuff. And so that's all available for you down there. While you are down there, I do have a second YouTube channel that I post broad market news coverage and stuff like that on if you're interested in that. And don't forget as well, I do have that link down to Margex if you do want to do some trading on up to 25 to 100x leverage, link down below. So make sure you do go explore that description box, check out some of those different links. Let me know what's going on in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.